understand, USA Boxing is run independently of other stuff here, so it's a little confusing because we have basically another organization running some fights that we're trying to commentate on. We don't even know when they're going to come up, how they're doing stuff.
Oh my gosh, look at this young man stepping into the ring right now. These are my favorite fights. They really are. The little guys, young women, young men just getting started in the sport. It's so much fun to watch them compete.
You got so much energy, and the other thing is most of the time the young kids don't throw enough or throw hard enough to hurt each other, which means you got a lot more action.
Yeah, and they never stop, too. You see how much energy kids have. And what I really love about it the most, though, is the heart that they bring to the table. I'm telling you, like, adult fighters have crazy heart. Obviously.
Yeah.
But these kids, like, it means something more to them. It's absolutely wild. I've seen kids get in crazy wars, and like I've seen kids get hurt and they don't want to stop. They won't quit. They don't have any quit in them. They're here to win.
Yeah.
They're here to show their skills. They've been working hard. Look at this young man. He looks serious and ready
like he's
to go.
He's got him a fake tattoo on his arm. Let's hope that's fake.
I hope it's real. You don't want to mess with that kid.
So good.
1 minute. And boxing.
And we saw earlier in the night Cason Clark from Westwood Boys Club, and he looked incredible. So Landon Vandyke in the red corner. These two young gentlemen are about to square off. I couldn't be more excited for it.
Well, here they come. And like buzzsaws, here we go.
And both kids have good movement so far.
Well, and to our point, for the look at him going backwards here, but the excellent footwork.
Landon Vandyke almost shoots a double leg there.
Yeah.
Good jab from Landon Vandyke. He keeps his hands really low.
But one thing we were talking about the other one, like Mason's footwork going forward and backwards is impeccable for such a young man. And look at him punching here. He's throwing good jabs. And before he throws that right, he makes sure his feet are set. He's actually stepping a little bit back, just like you said, making sure he has enough room to punch. Some things we're not seeing out of the older fighters. He's already got this down.
And Landon, I can see an aggressive young man there.
Where did these kids go? Yeah, Mason's getting the better of the exchanges here. And
Vandyke knows it.
Yes.
That's why he initiated that clinch.
He sure did.
And he's tough.
Wow, that's a tough one.
I like the aggressive style of Landon Vandyke. He's not as clean as Mason, but that style is helping him be competitive in this fight.
Absolutely. And Mason is the hometown fighter, so we'll see if that crowd comes into play when we hear his name and the punches that land, if they mean a little bit more to the judges, because there's going to be a little bit more pop from the crowd. Good. Thank you.
And Connie Brammer coming by to make sure we don't need any more candy.
Absolutely.
That woman's a saint.
If you hear us saying anything in the background, it's just because some nice lady just tries to keep giving us candy.
That's when you know you've made it.
That's what he does. I'm assuming I'm trying to do everybody a favor and not have you hear me eat while we're talking. So, doing the best I can.
Stockpiling mine for later. I'm like a squirrel.
That's the best thing to do,
Winter's coming.
That's got to get that body weight right. Here comes Mason out there. Look at that. But Landon's like, come to me, man. Let's go. Landon's not forward. Yes.
He calls him forward.
Yeah.
And Vandyke answers.
I love it.
Charges forward like a bull.
But these guys have some show in them, too. They're not just out there swinging punches. They got some show. They know what they're doing. They're skillful. I mean, this is probably one of the best fights of the night, if not the best.
you know, kids are sponges. When they start training this young, they usually have such clean technique.
Yeah. Mason's, it's not a knockdown.
Slip there.
It definitely slipped. I bet you Mason will come out swinging, though, because he's afraid it's a knockdown. So here he comes.
Yeah.
You know, Landon stands his ground, man.
Landon throws bomb over.
He does.
Fights.
Those are the shots that we hear. Those are all from Landon.
Oh, big right hand, though, answered.
Yeah.
And that, I think it hurt him
I
a
believe
little
so,
bit.
too.
It was a solid, short right hand there from Mason.
Yeah, Landon's still a little wobbly over there.
Yeah, it hurt him. It caught him perfectly. Just that's the difference between those big wild shots and those short perfect shots.
But yeah, man, like you can't say enough about those two. The footwork's impeccable, the skill's impeccable, the defense is impeccable. I mean, everything really. Honestly, this is impressive.
I'm ready to give these boys nicknames. We got the Bull and the Matador.
Yeah. What did man? I just saw their nickname somewhere. There's a fight poster somewhere.
Let's see there. Landon a little slower to get up than Mason. Mason, the Viper Maynard, coming out, taking his... And Landon Vandyke keeps almost looking like he's going to shoot for a takedown. Look at... Mason is like cocking that right hand back in a very interesting way, almost like he's baiting it.
Yeah. the pure measuring up there, huh?
Mason coming on a lot stronger in this round. Oh, big shots, though, from Landon Vandyke. I'd like to see Landon turn him.
Well, Mason's just putting on the pressure there. Yeah. And here it comes. Landon's fighting back strong. This is amazing.
Landon almost reminds you of a wrestler.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wrestles as well, because it's almost like his go-to is to get that clinch, to get that takedown.
And that would be a great move by his parents and coaches if they could. I mean, fighting at this young, if he has a wrestling and boxing background, he'd be tough to handle as an adult. Probably already tough to handle now with that tattoo on his right arm, Pitbull tattoo. He has a tattoo on his right arm and his left arm, that guy.
And that was the end of the third round. What a fight from both these young men. I'm going to go talk to the winner here. I feel like it's going to be Mason, but it was a close one. It was a close one, and neither kid has anything to hang their head about. At this stage in their career, see them come in there and put on a performance like that, I have high hopes that both of them will do very well in the sport of boxing.
Boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Landon Vandyke! Landon, that was an awesome fight. You did such a good job. How did it feel out there? Is this your first fight?
It's my second.
So, what are you going to do next?
I'm just going to train hard and work hard and be going to go this season.
Well, you couldn't look better. You throw some big, heavy punches. You carry a lot of power. Do you think your aggression is what won you this fight?
I'll get your autograph for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a very promising young